Hello. It is Friday. There's only a few days left before the big tournament starts, and I am at my school. And I we've had a dropout for the big tournament. Russell unfortunately had his plane cancelled, which means that Jesper G has stepped up into his shoes and sent in a German list. It's a pretty standard. It's one of those lists where you sort of recognize a lot of what's going on. I've seen this before. I think this is sort of the Hanomag Armored Division Germans. So I'll talk you through the list. Jesper is bringing a second lieutenant regular, cheapest version for the Germans, but he's pretty good because he's better than the average lieutenant, right? And a very expensive regular unit of Herr Grenadiers, which has a submachine gun, an LMG, and 2 Panzerfausts. So for me, the submachine gun Panzerfaust combo is pretty good, but with the LMG inside it, it's sort of like it's trying to do two things at the same time. And there may be a point to that. Jesper might have an idea about what he wants to do with this. I quite often decide to do one or the other. But you can do both and get away with it and do well. Then he has a very, very expensive unit of Brandenburgers, which are very, very competitive. It's a 7-man unit with an LMG, 2 Panzerfausts, and the Brandenburgers, they're fanatic veterans, so they're really, really good. They're really, really hard, and they have all these special rules that makes enemy outflanking, enemy reserves not work very well. So he's trying to lock your reserve rolls and your outflanking rolls down, and he will. Then he has a SS Panzer Pioneer squad, very, very good. Regulars, so they're a bit cheaper than if they were veterans. They're motorized infantry, which means that when they try to get out of a Hanomag, they have re-rolls for that order test. That is very important because they will get pinned as they go up in their Hanomag, but they get re-rolls to get out. And they're carrying submachine guns and flamethrowers and Panzerfausts. So really hard infantry. Not a lot of them. It's only a 5-man unit, but they will hit something very hard. And then there's another Herr veteran squad. Veterans, 5 men, 2 Panzerfausts. So again, he can put them in maybe even the same Hanomag and drive them up. No, he can't. He'll have to go in separate Hanomag because his half tracks have only 5-man capacity. So he'll probably run one with the Herr Grenadiers and one with the SS Panzers. Run them up side by side, get out, kill something. Each unit will kill something, if I'm any judge. Especially because he has assault rifles on his Herr Grenadiers, veteran Herr Grenadiers here. 5 assault rifles, 10 shots, and 2 Panzerfausts. The final infantry unit is an inexperienced Osttruppen squad, 5 men, which he has spent the points for a submachine gun on. I would never do that, but he might have had a few points left over that he didn't know what to do with. Then, of course, you spend the points, right? A regular sniper team. Snipers are always good. And a Nebelwerfer. This is really good in this list, because what it can do is the Nebelwerfer will encourage the opponent to spread out in his deployment. And since Jesper's units here are all very mobile, he can sort of attack one section of the enemy and just kill that before the other part of the enemy army comes and helps. Very good. And then a Panzer III with the medium AT gun and hull-mounted MMG, coaxial MMG. A very good, very standard main battle tank, basically. for the Germans. Maybe a bit too expensive for what it does, but it works. And then the two half-track 7 Plus Hanomag type vehicles, each with a pencil-mounted MMG, so that it can actually shoot as it's moving up with its load of death, right? So yeah, pretty standard. I've seen lists like this made for Germans many times, and it works. But it does become very expensive, so you have very few bodies actually to place on the table and use to kill other stuff with. Most of the points go to expensive equipment, which is a shame. 11 order dice should do okay. Looking forward to seeing you there, Jesper. Very many thanks for stepping up to the mark here. Cheers. Bye.